Which makes me wonder what else the Sheikah have done, judging by how that temple looked. Ah well, Shadow Temple is done. Let's move on to the final dungeon that we need to face, or at least the final medallion that we need to get. Fantastic, we have the Shadow Medallion. We've claimed the Shadow Temple as our little place in this world, and now we only have to go to one more location. And this location, as Sheik told us at the very beginning, is a desert. For those who have been paying attention, might remember where Ganondorf came from. He was a Gerudo prince. He was a male born into the Gerudo army, and normally that happens only once every 100 years, I believe, every century. But, well, that made him the king of Gerudos. Gerudos are all female, there are no males there, so that also makes it rather complicated how exactly children are born there. But they have a thing against men, they're like the Amazons of the desert. So yeah, that's our last location that we're going to need to go to, and I believe we're going to need Epona to get there. I could be wrong, but I think that's the way it is. And we also need the Lens of Truth in order to get there. Before we do anything, let's get our trusty steed. And let's ride out to the land of our enemy. Just checking the map for a moment where I needed to go. As you can see, the blinking area in the foggy area, Gerudo's fortress. That's where we're gonna go. Darkness sets over the land as our hero rides to the desert. One man against the elements. This is Boar Grills. My name's Boar Grills, and welcome to surviving in the desert. What we're gonna need is a magical item called the Lens of Truth in order to follow a spirit across the desert and make our way to our destination. Don't ever forget the key rules of surviving. 1. You're gonna need a bottle to keep a fairy inside. 2. We're gonna need a bow. And 3. We're gonna need a horse. All of these can be found in the wild if you're smart enough, so we're going to find these items. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. Damn it, that's what I should have been talking about. I'll tell it in a moment. Okay, so this is Gerudo Valley, right? And as you can already see, the bridge is out. There's a little lock that they've placed over the water. And this is for you to prevent, or at least take your horse with you. And on the other side, you can see a tent. And this gap right here means that you need to leave Epona behind. She can't make the jump. Thankfully we can, because we have the extended slingshot. So just aim at that little board over there. And voila. Which of course is another limitation of preventing to get to this area before you've done the water temple. I am a master craftsman. Those Gerudo thieves, they broke the bridge. I want to fix it, but all of my workers are gone. They said working as carpenters isn't cool, and they went to Gerudo's fortress to become thieves. Hey you, if you're going to the fortress, would you mind finding out what my workers are doing over there? A couple of workers in the midst of an all-female fortress. One can only wonder what they're doing. And this is the postman. I'm the wandering running man. I've run all over this land in search of competition. Blah blah blah. I came here to run through the haunted wasteland, but it doesn't look like good timing for that. Though I want to go back to Hyrule Field, the bridge is, well, you can see it from here. So I'm stuck here inside the tent. I don't think I can accept your challenge right now. So he's the postman of Moscow Majora, and in this game you can challenge him to a race. And I think for that race you're going to need the bunny mask. And in order to fix the bridge we're going to need to find those carpenters. We're just going to find in a moment. And these rocks you can smash with the hammer if you want to. Oh look, another Skulltula that's going to be absolutely useless. Yeah, you destroyed another golden Skulltula. Fantastic. And break. Okay, so you can move these away and there's a little chest behind it. Now we're not in a dungeon, so it's not going to be a key or anything. I think in this one there's just a bunch of arrows or maybe some gold. Rupees even, 50 rupees that I can't take with me because I'm at my maximum. So yeah, fixing the bridge is all part of a mini side quest. It's also part of getting the long sword. The long sword is like a more powerful sword than the master sword, but it also swings slower. And it has the possibility of breaking, so I never liked it. And this is Gerudo's fortress. Check out all the ladies standing guard there. And these are the women in Ganondorf's army. All quiet like. And we gotta be careful, of course, not gonna get captured. Here, look, hello, madam. Halt, stay where you are. With his little hands in the air, aww. Police brutality! Stupid kid, get in there and keep quiet. Okay, madam. Now that was completely intentional, because this is the easiest way to remember where you gotta go, and I'm just equipping my green tunic because it matches the desert better. But the easiest way to remember where you need to go is if you start from the prison. And each time that these ladies see you, they won't fight with you, they will just instantly throw you in jail, and that will reset, and you'll always end up here. I don't think you lose any hearts, it's just minor annoyance. And in the Thieves Hideout, what we need to do is find all the carpenters. The ladies have taken them prisoner because they don't take nonsense from any man. All the single ladies, all the single ladies. So what we can do is just shoot them with arrows, and don't worry, it doesn't kill them, it merely stuns them. As you can clearly see by the little stars dazing above their heads. So don't worry, Link isn't hurting any women right here. Come on, little bottle. Break. Little pot even. So got some magic and arrows. Now these arrows are valuable because these are the only things that will actually stun them. I don't think you can use a slingshot to do the job. Or at least it makes it a lot harder to hit them. That skeleton head that you see right there, if you shoot an arrow towards it, or if you hit it with an arrow, let's put it like that, either rupees or arrows or stuff will come falling out of it, in case you run out of arrows. So here we're above the prison, I believe. A nice extra 50 rupees. Now we just need to find our way. Now you can see that a beautiful chest, and we can use the slingshot to make our way to the chest. See? Once again, Navi indicating turning green that there was also a scarecrow there. Make it just a little bit easier if you fall down, but it's all good. And we get a piece of heart. Yay! Cool, let's go Chula on the left. Nah, fell too far down. Let's just skip it. So this is, this is all done by memory and trial by error. There are only an X amount of entrances and exits. So eventually you'll find all of them. Alright, little lady. I'm sorry, but I gotta make my way past here. You gotta be very careful looking around the corners everywhere because they can suddenly appear. Now you could hear that there was a little musical tone, but nothing fell out. That's a shame. Bit of magic. Always nice to get some magic out of it. And here we have the first carpenter. Hey, you young man over there! Look over here inside the cell. Sup, buddy? I have no idea where you come from, but you must have a lot of guts to make it past all the guards around here. All of my fellow carpenters, yeah, and that's enough of that, are in prison somewhere in the place. If you can get us out of here, we'll repay the favor somehow. But be careful. There's sure to be Gerudo guards somewhere around here. Whoa, watch out! Hello, miss. And this beautiful young lady is the guard. And the easiest way of fighting her is simply with arrows, but as I said, arrows are valuable. You can fight her with your sword, of course, there's nothing wrong with that, but this is just a little bit easier. Et voila, and she drops a little key. You found a small key. Hooray, winner! Did you come here to save me? Oh, that's just swell. I'm Ikiro the Carpenter. We were really interested in joining their all-female group, but they locked us up like this just because we're men. We don't care about the Gerudo anymore. They're so rude. 3 of my fellows have also been captured, so please help them escape too. Alrighty, Captain, so 3 more to go. And as a little help, you can look at the gates. This one was colored green, and each of the gates, each prison will have a different color. So if you need to navigate your way through this fortress, you can just check the colors. Sorry, madam. It's all in the name of justice. Let's check out over there, shall we? Alley-oop. An arrow in the knee works just as fine as an arrow to the face. Come here, little lady. There you go. It's some mighty fine cooking right there. Doesn't look really tasty, but hey, who am I to judge? And now there's one guard on the left right there, yep. Lucky that she didn't see me. So let's check out what she was guarding, shall we? Okay, that's an exit, so don't want to check that one out right now. And this is also an exit. Well, we don't really have a choice now, do we? I could have waited right there for her to move away, but yeah, just safer to shoot them. And why I backtracked is because you can always check the lower floor if you want to. It's just to drop away whenever you're outside. And here we have the second prison. We have a blue color. Also a carpenter inside. Hello, mister. Hey, you young man over there, look over here in the cell. I have no idea where you come from, but you must have a lot of guts to make it past all the guards around here. Yes, your buddy already told me this. Can we hurry this along? We'll repay the favor somehow. Thanks. Howdy, little lady. Didn't I just defeat you? Okay then, round 2. Easy peasy. Now I'm out of arrows, unfortunately, so I have to finish this with my sword, which is possible. All you need to do is wait for her to attack. That creates an opening. And that allows you to kill her. Or at least defeat her. Cool, second carpenter saved. You're a cute kid. Thank you for coming to save me. I'm Gyro. These women are so scary. I'd rather work as a carpenter than join them. I can't wait to say goodbye to this place. 2 of my buddies are still being held prisoner. Will you please get them out too? Bye, buddy. Don't get caught on your way out now. So what were these guys thinking? An all-female thief group? Nope, slingshot doesn't work. An all-female group, and they wanted to join because they're special. But that's not the way it works. They will only accept one man as their leader, And that man is only born once in 100 years. Now I've been here before, but I haven't checked out the entrance to the right yet. Nope, there's nothing to climb there, but there is a gateway here. Yeah. See, I might be playing by memory, but I don't remember everything exactly. It's also a little bit trial and error for me. In this hallway we've just been to. This will lead to the lower floor. Right? Right. But we still have to go here. So let's check it out. And once again I'm trying it with my slingshot, but that doesn't work. And I could really use some arrows for the next fight. Just gonna check over the pots. If there's anything nice. 10 arrows, always good. Okay, well. What do you have to say, buddy? Exactly the same as your other friends. Okay, fine. Guess what's gonna happen next. Howdy, man. Round 3. So I'm gonna need these arrows for the guards, so we're going to do this completely by sword. And she isn't that difficult, thankfully. Oh, miss. Okay, she's landing a fair few amount of hits. I'll admit it. Cool. And of course the Master Sword does do a lot more damage than your bow and arrow. Otherwise it wouldn't be that a mythical blade, now would it? Thanks, boy. You're fantastic. I'm Saburo the Carpenter. Have you seen our boss, boy? He's probably worried about me. I have to get back to him immediately. Only one more of the workers is still a prisoner. Please save him. And this one is of course colored red. Only one more carpenter to go. Yeah, it's easy enough. I've got to be a little bit careful here because there are plenty of guards outside. This is why I was saving up my arrows. Can I shoot you down? No, I cannot. So you got to be careful of the women in white. That's for sure. But it doesn't mean that we can't make our way over here. She won't look to us. And now I'm checking out where I still need to go, where I haven't been yet. I've kind of lost my way here. I've been there, so where to go? See, you can also skip them without shooting an arrow. I'm gonna equip my hover boots and just make it to the other side. Yeah, you've also been here before, buddy, but did you go through this one? Not sure. I think this is where the last carpenter is actually. Oh, that's lucky. Yep, nice. Hey, young man, over here. My fellow brothers got captured, but somehow I know that you've saved them all, and yada yada yada. I have no idea where you came from, but you must have a lot of guts to make it past all the guards around here. All of my fellow carpenters are prisoned somewhere in here. Right, final round. Bring it, little lady. No reason to save my arrows anymore. Just walk into my sword, make it easy on me. Okay, and that's the final key, that's the final carpenter. I was afraid you were going to forget about me. Now I'm free. Thanks, I'm Shiro the Carpenter. For rescuing me, I'll tell you something interesting about the desert that I overheard the Gerudos talking about. They said, in order to cross the haunted wasteland, you'll need the Eye of Truth. The Colossus is on the far side of the wasteland. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the tent near Gerudo Valley, so drop by sometime. You may find something useful there, helpful there even. Bye! Sweet! I've seen your fine work. To get past the guards here, you must have good thieving skills. I used to think that all men, besides the great Ganondorf, were useless. But now that I've seen you, I don't think so anymore. The exalted Naboru, our leader, put me in charge of this fortress. Naboru is the second in command to the great Ganondorf, king of the Gerudo Thieves. Her headquarters are in the Spirit Temple, which is at the end of the desert. Say, you must want to become one of us, eh? Alright then, you're in from now on. Take this. With it, you will have free access to all areas of the fortress. You obtain the Gerudo's membership card. You can get into the Gerudo's training ground in their hideout. Cool. Anything else to say? From now on, you're free to come and go. And she's telling us to go to the Spirit Temple. So yeah, by freeing the Carpenters, by making our way across the fortress, they've accepted us as one of them. They've even redeemed us along the status of the great Ganondorf. And now they won't bother us anymore, which is brilliant. Hello ladies. I'm sorry for shooting you, I didn't mean it. And with the training grounds they mean this area. It's a little minigame. Gerudo training ground, only registers, blah blah blah. And I think if you complete the training ground you get a heart piece for it. So just going to skip on that. And as the Carpenter told us, we're going to need the Eye of Truth, the Lens of Truth, in order to make it through the desert. You'll see why in a moment. Hey, newcomer. Howdy. You were the one that tossed me into jail. Oh, but that's okay now. I got a piece of paper. Right. I'm sorry. Hey, rookie. Are you going into the desert? I'll open this gate for you, but you can't cross the desert unless you pass the 2 trials. The first trial is the River of Sand. You can't walk across this river. After you cross it, follow the flags we placed there. The second trial is the Phantom. Those without eyes that can see truth will only find themselves returning here. You're going anyway, aren't you? I won't stop you. Go ahead. Why, thank you. Cool, gates open up. And those special boots that they were talking about are, of course, the hover boots. So even if you made it to the Lens of Truth... Oh, hello, Navi. The desert. That is where Ganondorf, the evil king, was born. If we go there, we might find something. The fuck do you think we are right now, woman? Why are you so useless? Anyways, as I said, you still needed the boots from the Shadow Temple. If you chase a mirage, the desert will swallow you. Only follow the path that is true. So, I'm gonna need the Lens of Truth. Need the hover boots, save the game, and let's enter the desert. And go to the Spirit Temple, the final temple.